Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are scrapjacking Jennifer, and her last name is escaping me. It begins with a Z, and she is H Clappy. I think that's how it is on Instagram. So go check her out. I'm going to be scrapjacking one of her layouts. So let's see what I can do. Okay, so I am just going to place down a little bit of ink on that paper just to give it a little bit of that mixed media feel because the layout that I am jacking does look like there is some stenciling and mixed media back there. So I was like, you know what? I need to add some. So I did the really easiest way, throwing some ink on a blender brush and then doing a little bit of splatter. I decided that I'm going to use some tag toppers, and I do struggle with the tag toppers. They go on and off and on and off, and finally one makes it to the page, but there is that. All right, so I am going to be scrapbooking this photo, and I also have this 3x4 card that has a whole bunch of different mugs on it. So when we were moving from California to Washington, Christopher and I were texting about things, and I was like, do I have a coffee mug? I think right before this, I had texted him with a picture of a coffee mug that I felt like I needed in my life. And fun fact, I did need it in my life. It is the coffee mug that says, I'd tell you you were right, but then we'd both be wrong, or something like that. It's a really smart alecky mug that did make it into my life. So I decide that I'm going to trim down this mug card to 3x3, and I am also going to matte that in the orange color. Now the reason why I chose the orange color is because there is some orange in that pink and teal plaid right there. So I am just pulling the color out of there. Going to pop up some embellishment up here on that upper left hand corner because again that is just like the layout I am jacking. I decide to use that kind of grid line thing from the tags down here for a little bit of a placement for a title. I felt like if I put the letters directly on top of that plaid paper, they would really be competing for what you were supposed to look at, and it would really just be like a mesh of color that didn't need to happen. Now, I'm not crazy about these tags right here, and I decide that I need to cover up that red color on the tag, right? Like the outer rim of it, it just doesn't work. But I tore my paper, so something has to go there to cover that tear up. And I put this tab back on there, and it just looks weird. It looks funky. I'm not feeling it, but I'm ignoring it for now. I'm gonna go up here and work on the top. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to add onto here. If I want to break up that ticket die cut or if I want to bring something else in. Now I was thinking about doing that, but it hung down too low and I was like, oh, if it's down here, and I'm like, no, because then I'm really covering up my title. So I'm going to finagle this little cluster thing around and then ultimately decide the camera doesn't go there, but it should go down here in the bottom right hand corner. So I'm going to add a flower up at the top, and then I will pick a flower for down here at the bottom with the camera as well. So this is a really flat layout, and that will change ever so slightly. I am going to add some oomph and some texture here. I'm going to do that with this metal thing. It is a face mask nose thing, and you guys know I put these in my kit because I got them on a ridiculous clearance at Hobby Lobby. I think they were like 4 cents, and I was like, I can use those in scrapbooking. 4 cents? Pshaw. Like that's, like even if I don't use it, it's 4 cents, and I've probably lost 4 cents over the course of time and not even really cared about it. So anyway, I've one left, so hooray. And then I'm going to pop my little cluster here up on some fun foam so that it doesn't wobble over that metal. And then I decide that I'm going to pop up the flower and camera that I have overlapped down here in the corner as well. Now I am thinking that I need to get the title on, so it is a matter of what letters I'm going to use. My title is going to be but coffee, and it's read that way. Otherwise, I mean, you look at this, it could be but coffee or but coffee, like whatever. But it's supposed to be but coffee kind of thing, and it makes sense if you read the texts, right? So again, I'm trying to figure out a way to cover that tear in my paper up and not use that tab, because it just doesn't look well and look good, right? Like it just doesn't look good enough. So I'm like, oh, I could put the green tag up there if I put green letters on it, right? Like then it all kind of flows together. So I put on the letters for coffee. I've got my green tag up there. I am going to tie a bow with some crochet thread, dollop a little bit of Nouveau Deluxe on there, and voila, no more naked tag hole. And that almost does it for this layout. I decided that I needed metal somewhere else on the page because it's up here. It's pretty prominent right up at the top. So I grab this round metal tag and place it down there at the bottom with an extra ticket just because. And then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you check out the May I Scraplift You playlist. The series was created by my friend Crystal over at Pineapple Papers. And that should do it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.